They found a spot on the bank and caught the sensation of the river as what had started as a trickle now swelled to full flow.
Simon makes me feel like a 16-year-old, all bright and excited. Only I don't remember feeling this happy at 16. I'm too busy feeling confused and disappointed, or trying to persuade Mum and Dad that I should stay on at school like my brothers did. But it was no good. Simon tells me how beautiful I am. And we're half dressed, or half undressed, and he's enjoying me, and I'm enjoying him enjoying me. Well, then I realise this can't be real. It's zero gravity, and I'm floating in some parallel universe without interconnecting doors. Well, and why not, whilst you still can? I mean, well, there you are, happily playing like children in the sun. And then one day a cloud moves over and the birds stop singing. Well, this time next year, well, I might have grown a moustache or developed male pattern baldness or like my friend Barbara, 3 doors down, had a bilateral mastectomy. I take her in for chemotherapy when Andy's working away. Oh, the unit's full of cheerful souls, encouraging all the clients to come and join in at the handicraft table. Honest to God, you want to stand up in the middle of all those tubes and needles and bags of poison and shout, "This woman has 6 months to live and no breasts. Do you really think she wants to weave a bloody basket?" These are my poison. Happy pills. It was Guy who took me to the doctor's after yet another episode of ranting at him. Only this time I forgot I had the bread knife in my hand. It's just that, well, sometimes, well, some days, everything gets a bit much. It all just builds up. Well, like when the boys come in and don't take their shoes off and trail all that dirt and goodness knows what else through the house and you just spend all day cleaning. I suppose it all started when I was diagnosed with ovarian cysts and had to have those anti-estrogen injections once a month. The ones that go straight into your stomach. Well, and everything, it just came to a head. My head. With Simon, it's a fresh start. I'm not some woman who rants or is told to stop whinging by her Neanderthal teenage sons. Well, that's if they can be bothered to speak to me at all. No, with Simon it's different. There's no baggage and no sick roll. Not with him. See, he knows me as his savvy, capable woman, because with him that's who I am. Yes, that is who I am. And from now on, that's how it's going to be. For Simon. Well, things are really starting to kick off in my hallway. Simon sits on the stairs and pulls me towards him. And it's in reach. After so many months of longing, the object of my desire, that is Simon's bald head, is now in reach. And then there's such a clatter in the porch. I don't think I've ever seen a man pull his trousers up so quick. Or just like a naughty schoolboy about to be found out. But Guy wasn't home early, thank goodness. Just Ginny Baker, pushing the church coffee rota through the letterbox. And as it flutters to the hall floor, we both laugh with relief. And I realise, or we both do, that this is how it's going to be from now on. Don't tell anyone. I mean, anyone. Simon's eyes are desperate. So I tell him, I've got as much to lose as you, remember? But the spell has been broken. I rearrange my clothes as best I can, as Simon sits back down on the stairs beside me. His eyes are still glazed over. I like to think it's an expression of desire. Suddenly the world outside presses in. I'm frightened. He puts his arm around me. Me too. I look at the man I've desired for so long. Well, we weren't supposed to be vulnerable. Well, that wasn't part of the dream. I think about the professional role he's just retired from, and about his wonderfully accomplished wife and his wonderfully accomplished children, almost grown up now. He has everything. Everything. Well, so do I. So why? Why do we want this? Aren't you happy? I ask him. Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy here now, with you. That's all he will say. I make him happy. But I wonder what's going to happen when our bubble bursts. Going to get James from school. I feel as if I'm not quite here. Well, what just happened to somebody else, not me. And when Guy comes home, I kiss him, but more tenderly than usual, and I can't stop squeezing his hand through supper. I know I should feel that what I've done is wrong and put it right before it all gets too late. I want to tell him all about it because he's my best friend and I'm sure I must love him. I need to be sorry, and I will be, but not yet. Not just yet.